Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is a show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice. This is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. It's a great morning. We are above ground versus below. Best place to be, above ground versus below. We are back with Miss Morningstar, and she is back. And she's still, got festivities going on, but she is in the building this morning, and so we are in for a treat. I want to say good evening to our family and friends on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our journey. We appreciate you taking out the time to be with us. You could be anywhere else, but you choose to be here with us, and we appreciate that so very, very much. Okay, here is your morning reminder to what? Drink your 16 ounces of water, take your morning medication, take your vitamins, as well as eat you a wonderful breakfast. Yes, Miss Morningstar. Yeah,
my TikTok is shut down.
It's shut down. Okay,
I'm gonna have to restart it.
That's fine. We're going to continue going on with our show for the radio, though, for WKRA 92.7 The Change. All right. So we typically have our affirmations at this point. Miss Morningstar, can you go ahead and give us our affirmations? Let's give TikTok time to shut down the live completely. Go ahead and come off mute. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it has to go all the way down. The way down. Happy Taco Tuesday, everybody.
Yes, Taco Tuesday.
Everybody is up and at it, movers and shakers out here getting ready for the day. Of course, I do have some affirmations for y'all on this fun Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And yeah, as I get my life together, I'm going to pull them up. I do have them here. It's just,
technology will throw you off.
Technology is doing this thing today. I ain't gonna even hold y'all, but
TikTok is about TikTok. It's a means to an end, but it sure does get on my last nerves.
It does a bit much. So today's affirmations for Tuesday. So on Tuesday, it's just a simple way of reclaiming your focus, you guys. Energy, confidence. When the week starts to feel heavy, let's just say that word, heavy, by intentionally speaking or writing positive statements, you can shift your mindset, boost your motivation, and set a peaceful tone for the day. Okay, so we're going to take this Tuesday and not get the hype. It may not get the hype that a Monday may get. I don't know about that, y'all, because Mondays, I don't be too hyped. But I'm just saying, Tuesdays is Taco Tuesday. So to me, I kind of like Tuesdays, okay?
I like Tuesdays better than Mondays.
Huh?
I like Tuesdays better than Mondays.
I do too. I don't know about that one. But, it's a fresh start. It's time to get your week going even more and get into the week. So let's start with some empowerment words, momentum, things to get you going, and daily support for your personal growth. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do with Tuesday. So this Tuesday, I choose to focus on clarity. Yeah, I am capable of handling whatever comes my way. I trust myself to make the right decisions today. My energy grows with every positive choice I make. I embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. My confidence in my ability. I'm confident in my ability. Sorry, guys. I attract positive experiences today. I will let go of what I cannot control. I will let go of what I am proud of my progress so far this week. I radiate calm and confidence. I approach my tasks with creativity and enthusiasm. I can handle setbacks with grace. I face this day with courage. I align with my highest good. I trust the process of my journey. I attract abundance in all forms. I am resilient and capable. I honor my feelings while staying focused. I
Mm.
surround I'm surrounded by supportive energy. I believe in energy so bad. I approach challenges with a calm mind. And on this Tuesday, I choose to empower myself and have a margarita.
Empowerment with a margarita with a splash of.
Yes.
I feel that.
I feel like it can go together. Why not?
Why
Let's see if we
not?
can get toxic back up.
Yeah, go ahead and you work on that. Let me go ahead
Go
and
ahead.
focus on the weather. Holly Springs today, you have a high of 87, a low of 67. Feels like 90 degrees during the day, 73 at night with a 24% chance of rain. So you're going to get some rain in some areas of Holly Springs. Winds are out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to be a cloudy day. The sun will come out, the sun will come out tomorrow, but we'll also have some stray showers and a possible thunderstorm. So be prepared with your umbrella and your rain boots. Humidity will be high during the day, very high at night. Be careful out there on the roads, pay attention, and just slow down. You're not in a hurry to go anywhere. Memphis, Tennessee, high today of 87, a low of 68, feels like 91 during the day, 75 at night with a 77% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's going to be a partly cloudy morning. The afternoon, you should look out for some thunderstorms. So please be careful out there, possible thunderstorms. Humidity is high during the day, very high at night. Houston, H-Town, today we have a high of 89, a low of 71. Feels like 96 during the day, 81 at night with an 18% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. It's going to be a cloudy day, stray showers, possible thunderstorms. Take your umbrella. Better safe than sorry. Humidity is high during the day and very high at night. So please be careful out there on the road. Slow down. There is nothing that's that important that you should put your life at risk and those around you. So slow down, please. Just, it's not even a big deal. Just slow down just a tad bit. And of course, be careful. All right, you guys. That is your weather for today. Let's go ahead and get into some news that we can all use. And I see that we are live again on TikTok. I'm gonna
Yes,
go.
come on and join me, Katie. See if you can get back in
I
there.
am. I'm joining right now. Let me ask you a question, Miss Morningstar, because I have been busy, and I won't say I'm out of the loop. I'm just real busy at work. And when I'm real busy at work, it's very limited. There's only so much that I can do. There's only so much
Right.
that I can do looking up um as far as looking up news articles. But I did hear something about Trumping saying that he called off the Iran strike planned for Tuesday at the request of Gulf allies. Sir,
Oh, so he tacoed again.
he tacoed again. It's
It's
Tuesday.
it's fit. It go with it. It's Tuesday,
It's
so yeah,
Tuesday,
typical
it's what he
Trumpy.
does.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'm gonna go ahead and call it off, sir, because somebody asked you to. We've been asking you not to do a whole bunch of stuff that you continue to do. Now all of a sudden you're gonna listen to somebody?
He's such a capper, y'all. Y'all remember that word we used to say back in the day? He over here capping.
Yes.
He be capping, y'all. Y'all president be capping. He is such a
I do remember just saying
right. You know, he used to say that, and he just loved to front. He loved to front. Like he'll come out, but like, yeah, he the kind of dude. Yeah, if y'all remember these kind of dudes back in the day, that would be like, yeah, I'm about to go and cop this Benz next week, baby, and they pull up in a hoopty or something. You be like, what happened to the Benz? Nah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
I'm gonna wait for it. I'm gonna wait for
on
it.
that.
You know,
they ain't have no stuff.
They ain't have the right color. Just capping for no doggone reason.
Capper.
Yeah, you know how he is.
Heck yeah.
Let me read this to y'all really quick. President, well, I'm not gonna call him that. Frumpy said he's holding off on a military strike on Iran, planned for Tuesday. If you really had planned something for Tuesday, why are you telling them? Why would you tell them, sir? Do you think? Please stop thinking that we're as dumb as MAGA. Because serious negotiations are underway to end the war. You mean in what you started for no doggone reason other than what BB told you to do because you were his lapdog or something?
Exactly.
I mean, anyway, Trump made the announcement in a social media post. Of course, he's not going to go to the media. He's going to go to Lie Social and lie and make it seem like, oh, well, they called me and they asked me to, stop. Man, hush. Anyway, social media post on Monday after threatening over the weekend that time was running out for Iran to strike a deal. Or
I saw that post. Look, and
you know what it reminds me of? You know how they say, come get it now, last one on the lot. He sounds like a broke down car salesman, Come get it down. Strike
get it
now.
Get it
Come strike a deal or fight, or our fight would renew. Last week, he said a fragile ceasefire was on life support and U.S. forces exchanged fire with Iranian forces. We are getting belt to behind. Iran is, you know how you say whooping off on somebody? Iran is whooping off. I mean, they have destroyed all of our military bases over there. Our soldiers are in hiding. They're not being fed. You can't move any of the ships to the Strait of Hormuz. Sir, you have lost. And I'm going to need you to accept it.
I was talking about it last week, Kitty, briefly. I don't know if you remember. I can't even remember. This might have been the day you were off traveling. But I had mentioned about how Iran has replenished all their missiles, like they even stronger in a missile game. But he obliterated the Navy, right? They don't have
how stronger. If he has gotten rid of, I got rid of all their nuclear weapons. That's why we struck. Then how do they have all of their nuclear weapons then?
How do they have the missiles and they still lighting everybody up? They lighting people up. Okay.
I mean, they putting belt to behind.
Yeah, they are.
And all of a sudden, now you want to say, oh, well, I had conversations with our Gulf allies. No, you were talking to yourself. Thank you, baby D. You were talking to yourself, Pooh. You're not fooling nobody from.
I'm be quit with all that capping.
He's a capping president for real. All lies, no truth. Trump said he was calling off the planned strike at the request of allies in the Middle East, including the leaders of Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates. Sir, we do not care. You shouldn't have even been over there in the first place. If you had never took your behind over there, we would never even have this conversation.
And we still don't have a definitive answer for why we over there. I mean,
we have an answer. It is all a scheme that the White Todd set up, in my brother Darian's voice. I mean, the White Todd set this one up, namely from yes. But yeah, he said, he's gonna go ahead and try and pull. Sir, be quiet. We already know. We know what it is now. Yes, we know. We are so sick of the lies, but that's the only one I really got a chance to take a look at. Miss Morningstar, let's go ahead and bring Viper Vet up now.
Okay.
And let him go ahead and get started. I need to.
I do have something I wanted to talk.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'll bring. Is he up here? Hey, Ollie. So.
What is it?
What
is
it? Let me go ahead. I'm gonna bring him to the stage.
I mean, Vibe can bring himself up. I don't know why he can't get up on his own.
Come on up here. What's wrong with you?
Yes.
Anyway, so did y'all hear? I know y'all heard this. So the DOJ is setting up a 1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund after Trump drops the lawsuit to the IRS. So basically, in a nutshell, he's basically setting money aside where the Jan Sixers, you know, the criminals, the ones who smear poop on the walls and who was climbing the walls like some monkeys and who was carrying on like some bandits, they get to file probably a claim so they can have access to some money because they were mistreated.
Miss Morningstar, don't piss me off.
That's what he said. That's what he said, y'all. He said they mistreated them people. So,
You know who's being mistreated? The American people by a con man and the fools that follow him. That's who's being mistreated. Mm-hmm. The American people. Gas prices, food prices, prescription drugs, insurance,
home mortgages, loans, rents,
all of it. That's who's being mistreated. Can we start a class action lawsuit? Is my question.
And this money, guess where this money is coming from, y'all?
Us.
So we gotta pay the monkeys that climb the wall and poop on the smear poop on the walls. We're supposed to pay them because they were treated.
It's a no for me. Tell them I said no. I'm not gonna pay nothing. I can't do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
It's a no for me. It's more than a no, but I'm on the radio. So I'm gonna just leave it at it's a no for me. I'm not doing none of that. I think that we as American citizens should all file a class action lawsuit against this.
Everybody. Yeah.
All of us. Every last one of us. Miss Morningstar, we're gonna go ahead and take a commercial break. I need to run. I'll be right back. Can you run the commercials? I'll be right back.
Let me get to
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
You guys just stand by. Go ahead.
You're listening to R Plus Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. You guys will be right back after these commercial breaks.
At Lovership Apparel, we believe what you wear should remind you of who you are. This is where love meets style. From our signature beautiful hoodies created to remind you to show up as your full authentic self, to our bold her shirts designed for women who know their worth and wear it proudly. Lovership Apparel is more than clothing. It's a movement. Our comfortable, confidence-boosting leggings move with you, while our statement backpacks carry your essentials and your purpose wherever life takes you. Every piece is intentionally designed to inspire self-love, confidence, and authenticity, because you deserve to wear something that speaks life into you. Whether you're stepping out, showing up, or standing firm in who you are, Lovership Apparel is made for you. Visit lovershipapparel.com and wear the reminder, be you to the fullest.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services, LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingAndTrainingServices.com.
Don't be smart, Abby. Shut up, Abby.
Carter's Caring Hands is here to serve the communities here in Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, as well as Southfield, Michigan. We also go out into the unhoused community, serve the community with care bags. Low-income families, our senior citizens, and our veterans with fresh food baskets each and every day, because no one should choose medication over food. We are here to serve you. Your community is our community, and our community is one community. From our hands to your hand.
You're locked in to WKRA 92.7, the voice of the community. And listen, 2026 is all about showing up and shining. That is why we rock with Morningstar Boutique by Tam, where fashion meets confidence, purpose, and style. From everyday chic to head-turning statement pieces to some fly arm candy, Morningstar has it all. And while you're shopping, tap into the community. Discover Black-owned and minority-owned businesses at ourplugs.com. Also, check out morningstarboutiquebytam.com, where your light owns your style.
This is Transformation Training Academy. If you're someone that people walk up to and just talk to and tell all their business to and they don't know you, this is your sign. If you're ready to level up, Transformation Training Academy is ready for you. Coach Nikki and Counselor Nikki push you past your limits into your purpose. We help you break patterns, build confidence, and create real change. Your breakthrough isn't someday, it's today. Contact us at info@thetransformationtrainingacademy.com.
Welcome back. You are listening to Our Plus Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. So welcome back, guys. We are back. DJ Kitty stepped away for a moment, but we're going to keep the show rolling. We got Oligo up here today. You already know, put your seatbelt on tight. It's going to be you know how he cuts up. So it's going to be something. But I wanted to give a couple more articles that I found about. I'm trying to catch up, guys, on life because this is a busy month for me. So, I'm behind on some things. But y'all let me know if y'all already, well, y'all can't let me know, but y'all listen. Y'all listen in. The chatter let me know. Did y'all hear about Trump's economic polling? It's free falling. Y'all hear about that? Phew, going straight down. He's going down. All the way down. 37%, y'all. 37. 40. We can't say nothing but 40. We gotta say 37. It's going down, 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 down. So voters have proved that his job performance is awful. The economy is awful. He got to win that independent vote if he gonna, if they're gonna win the midterms, and I just don't see it happening. And he's steady up here discrediting people's pain. People's talking about how they're asking him, and he didn't double down on. Well, he did double down on. He basically said, "I meant what I said. I said what I said." I don't care about Americans and their affordability. He don't care about what y'all can't pay for. He don't care that you struggling, you robbing Peter to pay Paul. He don't care. He don't care because Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. What? I'm just waiting for the real people to stand up and just snatch grandpa's power. Because it could be done. They just keep going on and on with this buffoonery every single day. Every single day. Welcome back, Kitty. I was just talking about Trump's economic polling is just free falling. He had 37%. And it's just steady
new
going
details
down,
tonight.
Down. Just going down. So, yeah. Then we have some J6 writers getting arrested again. You pardon criminals only for criminals to get arrested again.
So I saw that. Sorry about that. I saw that there was some J6 folks that got rearrested, and Kristi Noem, of course they threw her under the bus. But you got to take responsibility. It's your department. But needless to say, yes, I think it was like 75% of them that got pardoned got rearrested. And what do we expect? sometimes I have to tell myself, why are you surprised? This is what they do. I know it's surprising for me because you would think that the administration would have enough um, common sense. Well, no, not common sense.
Oh, we give it too much.
Oh yeah, I'm putting that 10 on the tip.
Yeah.
More than half of the inmates known released early without parole. Released early without the parole board's review have been recharged. So they just let them out. They didn't follow the proper channels of going towards the parole board making the decision whether or not they were going to let them out of prison or keep them in prison. Have they been rehabilitated? Are they going to come out and reoffend? And
none of that.
Half of them have. So that just goes to show you that, these people can't be taken seriously. These people are doing exactly what we know that they're going to do. And Frumpy, it's all on him. It's his administration. And I'll just be glad when the universe is done shifting and shifts them right up on out of here. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Pretty much. I'm over it.
I read that earlier, and I was just like, I think I read it over the weekend. Yeah. Well, no surprise there.
I know it ain't like a shocking news. I mean, you got some of them out here being child predators. Of course, there's plenty of those.
That's what they do.
And that's who they are. As powerful Black woman always says, they are who they are.
Yeah.
What can we do?
We can't be surprised by them having to actually, we can't be surprised by knowing that these people are the ones that dwell amongst us and they think like him and they are like him and they vote for him and they support him. Yes, Melbo, it is in their DNA, it's in their DNA to be, PDFs and schmurders and the worst of the worst, He talked about
they're just violent. They're violent people.
He's talked about every country and people of color, but not once has he mentioned how America has bred all of these demons.
Domestic terrorists.
Domestic. F1 in the comments, please. Yeah, but you're right. You're absolutely correct.
What happens? Yeah.
So today's show is Veterans Voice. Students take control of bus. I'm really curious to what happened here, Viper, because I hadn't seen this article. So let me tune in. Good morning, Vipe. How are you? Go ahead and come off mute. Good morning.
Hey, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey.
Guten Morgen.
Yes, guten Morgen.
Good morning.
Listen, there's a lot going on.
Lots.
There's a lot. And before we even get started, hey folks, make sure that you subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, all platforms. All right. I'm gonna need you to dot Morningstar because she had a cafe earlier. So you know what I'm saying? Since I get docked, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a point of order.
Oh, snitches get stitches.
You hear that?
Stitches. Wow, not you snitching on Miss Morningstar.
Bitch.
Talking about driving the bus. I'm driving the bus. Anyway, so we got a lot of things going on. We're going to look. It's going to start off a certain way, but I ain't going to guarantee going to end a certain type of way. Throughout this segment, if you're on TikTok, you might want to go to YouTube and check us out, or go to Facebook and check us out, or go to Instagram and check us out. All right. So we have not everybody who's a hero is a grown adult. We have some people who are heroes that are smaller than me and you. Not all heroes wear capes, okay?
This morning, 5 middle schoolers stopping a runaway school bus after their driver passes out are being hailed as heroes.
I had a medical emergency and the students stepped up.
45-year-old Leah Taylor was driving her usual route through Hancock County, Mississippi Wednesday afternoon with a bus full of students when she had an asthma attack and lost consciousness.
She kind of sort of like fell over, like flopped over, and everyone started like standing up.
Here in the school bus surveillance video, you can see 5 students jumping into action, working as a team to stop the bus and save the bus driver.
I saw that the bus was veering off to the side, then I grabbed the wheel.
It's 6th grader Darius Clark who hits the brakes.
And the bus started rolling forward. It started to like gain speed, so whenever I clicked the brakes, it about threw me out the windshield.
8th grader Kaylee Clark called 911 while classmate Destiny Cornelius administered medicine to Taylor.
I saw her medication in her hand and I saw like her reaching for it. I knew that's what she needed.
Watch all 5 working together until first responders arrive.
I can't thank these students enough for saving everybody's life because it could have turned out so much worse.
Wow. They are wonderful and fantastic job, right? Taylor says she was able to thank each child personally the very next day when she picked them up on the bus.
Those are future doctors. Nurses.
Those are leaders. Jumped into action. Yes.
They worked as a team. Did y'all see that? And do you notice the color spectrum?
All across. Yes.
We got chocolate. We got
vanilla. We've got cocoa.
Yeah,
and I love to see it
together.
Yes, work together. I love to see good stories. Thank you, Vite. No doc for you just yet. I'm still no demerits just yet.
It's early.
It's coming. It's coming. He started with a light heart. He put our heart on the light side. Yeah.
Let me say this. Vera says she couldn't drive me nowhere else. Oh, Vera, she couldn't help but have she couldn't help. She had an asthma attack though.
Vera said,
Put her on desk duty. I know that's right.
I need to know when you need to take your medication. It needs to be clearly displayed somewhere.
No, but when you have an asthma attack, there's no warning. It just comes on you. There really isn't.
What precautions we taking? We gotta take some precautions. We can't do this again.
Melbo, I'm not reading that. Stop it. We can't help it when you have an asthma attack.
I'm tired of y'all.
I'm tired of y'all.
But now these are 6th graders, right?
Yeah.
When do you start teaching your kids to do things, i.e., learning how to drive?
No.
Because
that boy could drive. He knew that. He was like, I saw it going to the left. I grabbed the wheel,
and I stepped on the brakes.
Right, stepped on the brakes.
It could have been the gas.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? These kids got all the games in the world, so they know how to play these games.
Yeah, that's true.
But so, do you teach your kids? Show them just the basics of the car. When you have a few things I've seen so far. I found a phone today. And I got it back to the person, but the phone did not have any emergency contacts because it's locked. Do you have kids and you have emergency contacts? If your phone is locked and it's lost, can somebody swipe up an emergency contacts and call the people on your emergency contacts to get your property back to you? Right. So just think about these things, even though they can't drive clearly, but do they know how the basics of a vehicle works?
Yeah.
Not all kids would have done what they did.
Some kids don't know how.
So it's kind of important to show them how to work a fire extinguisher, basic things that because when this happens, it ain't gonna ask you, hey, who knows how to do this, right?
And another good thing though, they were paying attention because a lot of times when you on the school bus, you playing around with your friends, you talking, you got your earbuds on, you ain't paying no attention, you trusting the driver, but this is a good wake-up call for other kids. Like, make sure you keep peeping up there.
Yeah.
Look at the person driving you because this person right at that point is in control of your life. So watch them. Sure. And it was good they were watching because you saw how the little boy was behind her. He looked. Hey, hold on, player.
Hold on now. You going on to the right now.
Little black boy. He like, hold on. What you doing?
That ain't where we're supposed to go. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are we mad? I'm just glad that they were in a place where they could take control. God was with them.
Yeah, for real.
If you were in Texas, in Houston, baby, the way our traffic is set up, horrible.
So it is important for us to pay attention on the road, whether you're walking, you're riding a bike, you're in a car, or in a bus.
A crash involving a pickup truck and 8 bicyclists in DeLand. West 2 was the first to show you this video last night showing the cyclists before the crash. The good news, no one died. West 2's Patrick Perez is joining us live from JC's bike shop out in DeLand, where the bicyclists had taken off from just minutes before. Patrick, what's the latest tonight?
Well, Luana, the employees here at the shop told me that the store manager is actually one of the injured bicyclists. We're told that he is now home recovering. I also spoke with another bicyclist who was riding with him. He described exactly what happened. I do have to warn you, video of the impact of the crash may be hard to watch. Cell phone video shared with West 2 News shows the aftermath of a crash near DeLand Saturday morning, which FHP says involved a pickup truck and 8 bicyclists.
It was just very, very sudden. So no time to react or do anything.
Francisco Salinas was among the group riding along Voorhees Avenue around 6:50 a.m. when he says a pickup truck crashed into them.
Everything was very smooth when all of a sudden, we saw the vehicle just veering onto our lane of traffic.
Nearby home surveillance video captured the moment of impact.
Oh no!
I mainly fell down, I hit the floor because, everybody else in front of me had already gone down.
Francisco says he had to get staples on the back of his head, but several of his fellow riders suffered worse injuries. According to FHP, of the 8 bicyclists the truck hit, 4 of them were taken to the hospital, 3 in serious condition.
They just could not move. They could not get up. They were just trying to, move from side to side.
Co-workers say one of the injured bicyclists was a store manager of JC's bike shop in DeLand. They showed us the damage to his bike. Troopers say the 30-year-old driver of the pickup truck was not hurt and remained on scene. The incident is a reminder of the dangers bicyclists face on the road.
We're just out there trying to, get a good workout out and be home safe to our families.
And FHP says the driver of that truck was cited for failing to maintain his lane. The crash remains under investigation. I did reach out to the company that owns the vehicle that he was driving, but I have yet to hear back. Covering Volusia.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to figure out, did they give them a sobriety test? What happened?
Why did he veer over into their lane? What was going on that he came all the way over?
He ain't seen none of them. I mean
it was a whole group of them. How can
how you miss that?
Was he texting?
Texting?
A couple bicyclists under my car.
Yes, you hit a whole group.
On the other side of the road, too.
Yeah, you came up, you crossed the lane. And
almost hit a car at the end. What?
Vera said, I'll be back. I'm going to go talk to my granddaughters about their bus driver. Vera, don't you start now. Leave them babies alone. Anyway, I'm looking at it. The impact is pretty gruesome. And prayers that I'm glad that no one was unalived, but prayers to them. I hope that everyone has a full recovery. And did we find out about the driver?
They said they were just cited for not being properly maintained.
Cited? Where's this at? What state is this? Is it Florida? This sounds like some Florida type stuff. Is that Florida?
They said it. Let's see.
I mainly fell down, I hit the floor
because Florida.
Everybody else in front of me had already
Florida.
gone.
Yeah.
Let me see what county that is. VOLU.
Volusia County.
Yeah. You
take
yep, that's Florida. That's
crazy.
baby.
Florida crazy. Florida crazy.
Like, not on my bucket list, no.
No. You know how when you ride and you'll say 5 points, 10 points, and you're just saying that, it's a game for hitting somebody. Sir, that it's a game. We're not supposed to do that in real life. Okay.
So listen, we started off with some good information now. We got people running the people over. And now we have a Army sergeant standing his ground. And you just got to see this. You got to see this. As a matter of fact, let me play.
One step out, okay?
Why do you need my ID?
To identify you.
Why do you have to identify me?
So I know who I'm talking to.
What did I do?
You're here. Give me your ID.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. On March 30th in 2026, rookie police officer Jarek Frazier of the Lawton Police Department was on patrol.
How long have you been on LPD?
I just celebrated my 1-year anniversary last week.
Good deal. Congratulations, sir. Fun facts about yourself?
There's not really much fun about me.
Oh, come on.
He ain't lying.
Just before midnight, he conducted a traffic stop for an expired tag.
Hello. You know why I stopped you? The tag's expired in 2024. You have your license insurance on you?
I lost my ID, but I'm on military ID right here.
So I'm going to cut out some of this, right? So he stopped both the car. The car has, registration expired about 2 years now. The driver is a military service member. The passenger is clearly a military service member. He's in his uniform. He's running the driver right now, and the driver comes back having a warrant. So now he's going to have to go back up to the car, and he has to take the driver in custody.
Turn around and face away from you. Put your hands behind your back. You got a local city warrant, that's why we got to take you in, okay?
After placing the driver into a cruiser, Officer Denning extracts U.S. Army Sergeant Bixler from the passenger side of the vehicle.
So now they're going to get the passenger out of the car. He's the passenger. He's getting the ride.
But he doesn't have a...
Just have a seat right there, boys.
Mind if I stand?
I want you to have a seat.
Can I stand?
No, I'm telling you to have a seat.
He's asking, can I stand? He told
Don't
him
have
to
a
sit
seat on the curb, man. Have a seat.
All right, well, I don't like feeling like a dog.
No, it don't matter.
Can you give me some respect?
I'm telling you to have a seat, okay?
That's crazy.
At this point, he has not committed any crime, no infractions. He's just a passenger in the car.
Right. Telling you now. Okay. Time this car, so you need to call somebody.
FYI, these are 2 rookie officers.
There's your problem.
I got my shit in here.
Your stuff's in here?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your stuff in here?
My stuff is rucksack, IOTV.
So now at this point, he's trying to get his ID. He's going back and forth with him. He's saying, hey, look, I didn't come in. Why do you need my ID? He's asking him for his ID. He's like, what? I didn't commit any crime. So why do you need my ID? So basically, he wants to get his ID to run him for warrants. He hasn't committed any crime, even though he's a passenger.
You can't just run anybody's ID.
The driver committed an offense because of registration, right? But here we go.
Give me your ID.
The risk of putting 2 rookie officers together that carry less than 2 years of experience combined removes all real-time guidance that prevents bad decision-making. Without a seasoned officer present, there's no one to recognize legal limits, to de-escalate, or to correct mistakes before they turn into civil rights violations. Inexperience compounds itself quickly, and instead of balancing each other out, the 2 new officers reinforce their poor judgment, leading to unlawful arrests, unlawful searches, and avoidable liability for the department and city. Now frustrated that a ranking member of the United States Armed Forces was challenging his unlawful demands to furnish his identification, topped with inexperience and no basic understanding of the U.S. Constitution or the rights it protects, Officer Denning grows impatient and demonstrates his immaturity through a childish tantrum, as seen here.
What did I do?
You're in here. Give me your ID.
What did I do?
Yeah, I need one more chance. Give me your ID.
For what?
I need to identify you, okay? You're in the process of a stop, okay?
Hold on.
I can identify the passenger.
I'm going to record this.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm going to record this.
So know that if you got to check with your state laws. But for the most part, if you're a passenger in the car, you do not have to ID unless they're suspecting you of committing a crime, about to commit a crime, or just, about to commit a crime, right? So he's saying, no, I'm not giving you my ID. So let me.
What?
So I'm gonna push it. He wants ID because he wants to run this sergeant for warrants. He's a passenger.
He's probably jealous he couldn't make it in the military.
Hey.
Okay. I've asked for
Okay,
your
to
ID
identify
4
myself.
times now.
To identify myself, I have to break the law.
You're not breaking the law. You broke the law, but you're also subject to this traffic stop, okay? I can legally ask for your identification.
No, you can't.
You can ask for it, but I don't have
and
to
you
give
do
it.
have to give it, yes.
I didn't break any laws.
You are part of the traffic stop.
I am,
You are
but I am
becoming
a
part of the
passenger.
traffic stop at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's gonna get frustrated, and the narrator breaks down.
Right now, you're obstructing
the information.
The Oklahoma courts constructed jury instructions to make clear what was required to convict somebody of obstruction. To be convicted, a person must willfully delay or obstruct an officer who is known by the defendant to be an officer in the discharge of any duty of his office.
So right now they're getting frustrated. He's begging, he's asking. So now they're gonna accost him and put him under arrest.
Push the issue. Push the issue.
Want to force the issue.
Okay.
Sergeant Bixler now ends his recording as he is placed under arrest.
Can I put my phone in my pocket or what's going on?
Man,
thank you for your
law
service.
enforcement is a joke.
Thank you for your service.
Do you have an Oklahoma ID?
So you're arresting me. Failure to identify.
That's obstructing an investigation, okay?
So what?
Failing to identify.
What investigation? You already arrested him. He had a warrant. It was a traffic stop.
He had bad plates and a warrant. Okay, you got him. Most thing you tell the passenger is to call somebody to come get you.
Yeah.
Failing to identify is a secondary charge, not a primary charge.
No, it's
Because
not.
if you arrest somebody legally, they have to identify, right? So he's saying, for what? For failing to identify? No, that's a secondary charge.
These people are so unserious.
Crime did I commit?
Obstruction. I've told you 3 times now.
Obstruction how?
By not identifying yourself. So now we have to take you to the jail and figure out who you are.
You can only identify myself if I committed a crime.
You are part of the investigation.
I could be a part of the investigation, but I don't have to identify myself.
Yes, you are.
I am a private
When I
citizen.
ask you,
I'm
you
a private
identify
citizen.
yourself.
I
You
don't.
have to identify yourself.
If I have broken the law. Or you suspect me of going to break the law, or I have committed.
Okay, first off, I'm asking for your identification for this. Second off,
They
check
shouldn't
your
even
ID
let
so I can
these
also
people
check
back
your
on the
because you're with
force.
somebody that already has a warrant, okay? So yes,
What does
I need
that
to
mean?
identify you.
What does
They
that
ain't
mean?
learned nothing.
Okay? I need to identify you because you're already with somebody that has a
So
city
you want to
warrant.
run my name
Yes.
for a warrant?
To make sure you don't have warrants.
He said, because
No.
you're somebody who has a warrant, I need to identify you to make sure that
Guilty
you
by association.
Association? That's not how it works.
That is not.
That's not
Or I
how
just
it
let you
works.
go.
But you don't have a reason.
Yes, I do. You're part of a traffic stop.
So just because I'm part of a traffic
Yes,
stop.
you are part of a traffic stop.
That I
Walk back
had
from my
nothing
car.
to do.
Y'all.
I didn't break the law.
So he brings him to the car.
You can argue about it in court. Actually,
You should ask for a supervisor.
That part.
Right there, that means it's recording.
Okay, thank you.
After placing Sergeant Bixler in a cruiser, Rookie Officer Denning rummages through his wallet.
and identify him by going through his wallet.
You can't do.
He's doing. He's doing.
Going through his wallet.
Eventually, about a half hour
Illegal
into the
search.
stop, a third rookie officer arrives at the scene, and the two occupants were transported to jail. The department notified Sergeant Bixler's commander that he had been arrested, and shortly after, two lieutenants at the jail reviewed the incident and came to the conclusion that no crime had occurred. Sergeant Bixler was not lawfully required to identify himself, and there is no case law to support that. His charges were immediately dropped, and another officer was forced to give him a ride home. He is now obtaining records to pursue civil action. The sad reality of this case is that it's certainly one where many would conclude that identifying yourself would have been easier on everybody involved. However, doing so would have reinforced all of the rookies' incorrect notions that they have the authority to identify anyone they want just because they're in a vehicle or part of an investigation.
Yeah. So it is important for you to know your rights. And it's important. You heard what DJ Kitty said. Can I talk? Let me get a supervisor.
Let me get a supervisor. I'm not talking to you.
That's what he should have asked for.
Call.
Let me get a supervisor.
How many rookies do they have on this police force? Because the third one pulled
I
up.
mean, do they not only have rookies? Can they get somebody else?
Can somebody who's chaperoning these rookies?
That's the question.
They ain't never watched the show The Rookie.
Even the rookie goes hard.
It's always a chaperone with the rookie.
Yes, you don't just let them go off by themselves. No. Obviously, they should never be off by themselves. Obviously.
Birds of a feather flock together. You are with somebody who has a warrant, so I must check your ID to see if you have a warrant.
That ain't had nothing to do with homeboy. He probably he's just like, could you pick me up, run me to the store? What they got to do with him?
Hey, look, your buddy got a warrant, so you're obstructing, and I'm gonna charge you with obstruction.
And he kept saying the investigation, like what?
That part. So bottom line, know your rights. Now, that's one military member that was doing the right thing. His friend was giving him a ride. He has all his gear in the car. I mean, gear, it's in the car. So now the vehicle probably got impounded. And, so now they're going to have to get the vehicle out of impound and all that good stuff. Now, this next story is not uncommon.
Army warrant officer convicted of raping 2 women will spend decades in prison.
Investigators say he used a dating app under a false name. They say it was to hide who he was, and they believe there could be other victims. Our Shelby Myers explaining what she's learning.
And Shelby, investigators are urging more potential victims to come forward.
Yeah, that's right, Lenise and Cameron. The Army Criminal Investigation Division says warrant officer Dawson Van Manen posed as Second Lieutenant David Johnson. That's what he went by on a dating app, using that false identity to target women. A military court-martial convicted him of both rapes. Investigators believe there could be more victims. And we want to warn you, the details in this case are disturbing. Investigators say one assault happened in August of 2024 at a hotel near NAS Pensacola. Prosecutors say the woman met Van Manen through a dating app, not knowing he was using a false name. He also checked into the hotel under that alias. After the attack, the victim went to a hospital where medical staff collected evidence. A nurse testifying the victim's injuries were the worst she had seen in her career.
Premeditated. You checked in the hotel with a different name that you have assigned to you. And then you did this.
Disgusting.
It is very disgusting.
What is wrong with them?
So
we got the worst.
A lot of, even in the military, some people think the military is like this.
There's so many attacks and rapes in the military. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Straight up. Make sure that you tell ladies, if you're dating someone new and everything, let somebody know. Share your location. Go with someone. Let them. Hey, we all gonna go out. We need to know who this person is. We make sure that we vet them properly, right?
Yes.
Because it's not safe out here.
It's not safe.
You are safer with a bear.
Yeah.
You are safer with a bear.
And that's why women choose the bear, because at least with the bear, a bear will attack. With a man, anyway, I'm not even going to get into it, but it's very frustrating.
Hey, folks, make sure that you tap the screen if you're on TikTok. Make sure you like the live if you're on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We have a few more stories. I know DJ Kitty's about to say, let's go on break. And so do the right thing. Make sure you follow us. We got some more stories to go. And I'm just saying, we got some more stories left.
Yes. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and the worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and candidate for Congress in Georgia's 3rd District. Now, I'm running because too many decisions in Washington are being made without listening to the people that they affect, whether it's public safety, veterans care, education, or protecting our constitutional rights. These aren't partisan issues. If you believe our government should work for everyday Americans and not special interests, I invite you to stand with us. Your donations help keep this grassroots campaign people-powered. Every donation fuels our voter outreach, ads, and our shared fight for a better Georgia. Visit marakeller.com to donate today. Let's finally serve the people who send us to Washington. And a huge thanks to DJ Kitty Cat 50 for the energy and the spotlight. Let's keep pushing.
I'm Teresa St. John.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services, LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingandTrainingServices.com.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. Welcome back. Today we have Veterans Voice. We are here with Viper Vet, and he's sharing some interesting stories that he's put together over the last, week, what's been going on. And I'm going to turn the floor right back over to you, Viper. What else you got for us?
I'm going to play you a video that is going to grind your gears.
Then I'm taking a break. I'll be back.
All right.
Was falsely accused or arrested for attempted murder. That teen is now free. I'm going to give you.
He was charged with attempted murder of the police officer. I want you to watch the video.
The horrific story of what happened. Here's the video.
Hey. Open the door. Open the door right now. Don't stand. I need another car here now. Don't move. Do not move. No, stop. You stand up. You understand? Exactly. When we never can start. Right here.
Y'all missed it, right? But we're gonna keep on playing it.
Yes, he did. He had it pointed up at me. Okay.
I'm gonna replay that what she just said. I want you to listen carefully what she said to this officer right here.
He had it pointed up at me. Okay. Are you okay? Are you okay?
What she just said, she said he had it pointed at me.
Just take a breath. Take a breath.
What pointed?
She looked in his vehicle and she saw weapons in the vehicle. In a lot of places, having a weapon is not even. In Florida, it's open carry. In Texas,
Open carry.
You could have it in your vehicle. It's not a crime to have a weapon in your vehicle. If you look and see a weapon in my vehicle, and I could have it in my vehicle, that don't mean you try to now arrest me, right? But she took it a whole step further.
Yeah, take a breath. Take a breath. Because I was like, what are you doing? And I leaned forward and I could see it. I was like, take a breath. Take a breath. Yep. Oh, he has it on.
So,
Put up the
wait
pitch
a
for
minute. Pause for 1 second. Was she telling this to a supervisor?
She is a supervisor.
Lying, saying that he pointed something at her. And she got a body cam on.
And she had a body cam on. I didn't see that. He had his hands.
He ain't say nothing. He
is.
Hold on.
According to Atlanta Black Star, despite her actions being recorded on body cam, the Indianapolis police sergeant, Robin Frazier, falsely claimed last month a black teen pointed a gun at her, landing him in jail on attempted murder charges that could have sent him to prison for decades. Indianapolis police then further pushed this false narrative that the teenager, 18-year-old Dalen Brewer, quote, appeared to point a revolver in her direction, end quote. That's according to a Facebook post the day after the April 12th incident.
And nobody was shot. He pointed a gun at the police and nobody was shot.
It's called railroading, ladies and gentlemen. They were willing to railroad an 18-year-old child. Quote, Brewer made a gesture like he pulled the trigger, but the gun did not fire. End quote. Police claimed in the Facebook post on April 13th. Allegations repeated by the national media, which Brewer says led to him losing his job. Quote, he looked down at his gun as if he were surprised by this. The sergeant drew her own gun and ordered Brewer to open the car door, which he did. He then dropped the revolver and raised both hands. End quote. The media ran with the police version of the narrative, however, reporting that he was initially charged with multiple felonies, including attempted murder, intimidating an officer, resisting law enforcement where a weapon is drawn, and 2 counts of pointing a firearm. Court records show he was facing a single felony charge of pointing a firearm at another prior to the case being dismissed. Now, those are extreme charges to be charged with attempted murder of a police officer and then to have it publicly distributed to the world. To the world.
I was so
but then the Marion County Prosecutor's Office, well, they dismissed the case 4 days. It took them 4 days to dismiss the case.
He done lost his job.
On April 16th. Why? Because they reviewed the body cam video.
Tarnished.
And their official determination was, we have evidentiary problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no evidence of the lie that you made up.
There's so many things I call this woman.
Baby, you
big to ruin. You big back.
Big back.
Big silverback. We're on the radio.
The one thing you don't do is grab somebody while you have this in your hands.
You're not supposed to.
They have a thing called sympathetic squeeze. When you do things with this hand will do the same. So if you grab on somebody, you may grab, and she was pointed at him the whole time.
For what?
So
because he's black and she's white. I'm gonna answer your question.
She said that he resisted arrest.
He didn't resist anything. He got out the car, put his hands behind his back.
They made the whole story up, and so that's.
Is there charges being brought up against this lying heifer? That's all I want to know.
Let's see.
April 19th, When police released the body cam video to view by Andy Starr, police wrote that, quote, Sergeant Frazier could see an AR-style gun between Brewer's legs and a revolver next to his left foot, end quote. Indiana allows citizens to carry guns without permits if they have no felony convictions or certain misdemeanor domestic abuse convictions. And court records show, guess what? Brewer has no felony convictions, has no domestic violence convictions. Quote, if carrying guns were such a problem in today's world, why would this state pass such laws to make them more accessible? Brewer's mother, Dolores Brewer, told local media, cops do not even have the right to require you to justify having said firearm, period. So an assumption was made. The assumption was wrong. The cop decided to amplify charges that did not exist to cover her ass. 17-year veteran. But it got out of control. The narrative could not stick, and individuals looked beyond the headline.
Imagine what she's
But you were willing to railroad an 18-year-old baby.
She was trying to ruin him.
Mm-hmm.
Just
the fact that the
number.
prosecutors decided to drop this case in 4 days completely and not lock you up is a problem.
There we go.
All right, dear brother, thoughts here.
That's where I'm at. She ruined his life, tried to put him in prison for decades, free labor, slavery. You big back, silverback, baby.
That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to stick it to the black kid and ruin him for life. You on mute.
You're on mute. But you're on mute. I'm just
sweat equity, but she added more charges to what was supposedly. She said he resisted arrest.
They need to sue her. They need to sue the police department and sue her.
He lost his job.
He needs to sue her as well. Forget all of that.
But a lot of people be on the internet lying. A lot of people be on the internet. A lot of people on the internet, they're lying.
Squad! And we are already on the freaking bestsellers list.
My goal was never, ever to obtain licensing. Ever. I did not go to college and say, I want to become a licensed therapist.
Conversation about your doctorate because people can't find your dissertation online.
The question.
Oh, y'all don't know about this? Y'all look like y'all surprised.
Cheyenne Bryant, yes, she got her degree from a Cracker Jack.
From Timu? She got it from Timu.
She said that the college she went to closed down, and
she went to Trump University.
People was keeping the records. They can't find her records, and it don't even matter if she's a doctor. So, yeah.
I mean, that are out there, why not provide the proof of your degree? Why not drop doctor from your name if you cannot bring forth the doctoral degree? Once I became a doctor of psychology, I transitioned from a therapist to a psychology expert in private practice.
I've been in private practice as a doctor of psychology for 17 years.
And I'm not going to prove anything to anybody.
Riva TV.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. Oh my goodness. It has been a very rough couple of weeks for Cheyenne Bryant, okay? From, the licensed therapist calling her out for her comments that she made on the Joe Budden interview.
No longer practice under a license.
She's also saying this like it's a good thing. I want to state something really important. Ethics codes exist to protect you from exploitation and boundary violation and providers practicing outside of their competence. When someone celebrates being free from ethical oversight, I want you to think of that as a red flag.
To her interview that went viral of, her going on the Breakfast Club and basically exposing the fact that she has no proof of her doctorate degree.
I went to a school, Argosy University. I went to contact the school and say, hey, I need my first transcripts. I need my entire thing. And there was no school. I go and look, there is a third party that has the records. Why contact the third party? That third party only holds records for 2 years. There's just no holding take.
She has no records.
To her then going on another interview and tripling and doubling down.
She wrote a book, so she's also touring in the book that you see right here. She's trying to promote that, but they're asking questions.
on said situation all over again.
Why not drop doctor from your name if you cannot bring forth the doctoral degree? So I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. And we're going to leave it just as that.
It has been a mess, okay? And so now there are rumors basically swirling that her book sales are going down, as well as her publishing company is offering refunds for the book. This is crazy. Okay, we're going to go ahead and dive into this entire situation and conversation. And of course, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion on this entire situation. So as we know, Cheyenne Bryant has been on a book tour for her new book titled Live Your Promise. And it is the reason why she has sat down to do all of these interviews.
What's your favorite doc, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant? Listen, I will be on the Breakfast Club talking about my new book, Live Your Promise, that is now available on all platforms where books are sold.
And we're here obviously to talk about my new book.
Now, obviously, simultaneously as she was promoting her book, you know, a lot of the conversations were not focused on that. They were focused on other things. You know, where's her dissertation?
Conversation about your doctorate because people can't find your dissertation online. How are you responding to that in this new era of your life?
So questions that are out there, why not provide the proof of your degree? Why not?
The book seems to be like kind of like a self-help book, as we see here on the cover. It says, escape your wilderness, heal your pain, so you can manifest the life that you want. And so her book is available on multiple different platforms. One of the platforms in particular that the book is on Amazon, right? And so she has been commenting and letting it be known, you know, like on her Instagram stories and on her profile, that she is a part of the bestseller list.
Doc Squad, Live Your Promise has only been released for not even 12 hours. It might even be maybe 10 hours, and we are already on the freaking bestsellers list.
Now, I'm gonna let you guys know, okay? Somebody had mentioned in my comment section something about, you know, her having bad reviews and how the reviews for her book are terrible. So obviously I went over to Amazon to kind of like look at what it is that they were talking about, and it was deplorable. So as you can see, I went onto Amazon and I just typed in Cheyenne Bryant book and her book popped up, right? So I ended up scrolling down on the page, and when I scrolled down, there was like a little bit of like kind of like about the author description. And when I read that, I was just like, yikes. As you can see here, it says, meet Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is a life coach, doctor of psychology, and spiritual mentor dedicated to helping individuals break free from limitation and step into sustainable alignment. Now, all the other stuff in the other paragraphs, I didn't have no problem with. But we all know that when it says that whole doctor of psychology thing, that is a problem.
So I've been in private practice as a doctor of psychology for 17 years.
I started off as a marriage, family, and child therapist about 18 years ago. Before I obtained my doctorate degree in counseling psychology. Once I became a doctor of psychology, I transitioned from a therapist to a psychology expert in private practice.
Yeah. So she copyrighted her name, by the way, so nobody could use Dr. Bryant. By the way.
Nobody, and she shouldn't use it either because she's not a doctor.
I'm sitting up here thinking, I'm in deep thought, y'all.
Because there's her dissertation. What?
No, listen. Have y'all ever wondered what type of crazy this is? Like, this is beyond insanity. Like, when you can talk so fluently and speak so
who she vote for? Who y'all think she voted for?
And lie like a
who y'all think she voted for, y'all?
No, this serious. You know who she voted for. You ever seen that movie Beautiful Mind? Like, what is wrong?
What's wrong with your mind that you think? Even with her saying that she was on the bestsellers, baby.
She was like, I've been doing this for 18 years. I was a child psychologist. And she talked
so when did you go from child psychologist? That blurb said life coach. Life coach, you went from child psychology to becoming a life coach. Then
beware, them people are dangerous. That is a dangerous person right there.
Say it again, sis.
Listen,
They are extremely dangerous.
They're lying. They out here. Let me roll it. People out here lying. When I say they're lying,
she believe it, y'all.
People out here straight up lying. You know Susan Collins, right?
Thank you. In 1992, Maine passed a law for term limits for its state senators and House of Representatives. If elected, would you vote for congressional term limits? And I'd like to have an answer from each of you.
Let's start with Sue Collins. I do support term limits, and I have pledged that if I'm elected, I will only serve 2 terms, regardless of whether term limits law, a constitutional amendment passes or not.
You probably missed that, so let me back it up, okay? Let me back it up. Let me start it from the top. Because
we didn't miss it, but we didn't miss it. You know, we're running out of time.
You know you missed it, so I need to make sure that you got the point.
Thank you. In 1992, Maine passed a law for term limits for its state senators and House of Representatives. If elected, would you vote for congressional term limits? And I'd like to have an answer from each of you.
Let's start with Sue Collins. I do support term limits, and I have pledged that if I'm elected, I will only serve 2 terms, regardless of whether term limits law, a constitutional amendment passes or not. 12 years is long enough to be in public service, make a contribution, and then come home and let someone else take your place.
This was
600 years.
This was
how old was she here?
This was in 1996. But this
about 55 right here.
That was
today. Senator Susan Collins was sworn into her 5th term in office. This marks another milestone in her career in Washington that spans decades.
This is
Susan Collins came to Washington as a young staff member in the House of Representatives, working for a congressman and future senator from Maine named Bill Cohen.
The clerk will read the names of the next pair.
Mr. Cassidy, Ms. Collins.
More than 40 years later, Cohen providing the ceremonial escort into the Senate chamber as Susan Collins takes the oath to begin her 5th term.
He's been a mentor to me, gave me my first job on Capitol Hill, and I'm very honored that he is going to be the one who will escort me as I'm sworn in by the Vice President.
Collins is the first 5-term senator in Maine history and the first woman in U.S. history to reach that milestone. It's a moment she was thinking about several days earlier.
I'm going to be filled with a sense of gratitude for having been given this opportunity after an absolutely brutal race.
Despite that brutal and costly campaign, Collins surprised many of the pundits and likely the opposition with a resounding victory.
I will serve you with all my heart. I will work hard for you each and every day.
I look forward.
Yeah. And she's
she's
running for a 6th term.
Yeah, she seems a little shaky to me.
You don't get these demons off of this screen.
Yeah.
Do you hear how she talk? The way that people lie. They do it with a straight face. They have no guilt. Like she
they've been lying all their lives.
She don't remember what she said yesterday. She is
600 years old. Anyway, Vibe, it's the end of the show, and I thank you for another beautiful show that you have blessed us with. I didn't get too heated today, you know, just a few short stories that, yeah, it's a lot going on. But
and by the way, I have another clip. I won't play it, but there were drones that hit a few nuclear sites in the Middle East, including one in Is Not Real. So that's just for you to chew on and for you to have a bon appetit.
Yes, bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
I thought they had no more missiles.
I thought they didn't. Viper, thank you so much for your contribution to today's show. We appreciate you for keeping it semi-clean. And it was a great show. Any last words for our listening audience? Please take Susan Collins off the Please take Susan Collins. I can't take too much more.
Okay.
Look, bite.
That voice is already sound like a witch. I can't. And she's doing that.
Stop it. Anyway, so we're not gonna go there. Any last words, Viper Bet?
Make sure that you vote. Midterms are going on in a lot of states. Go out there and vote. You see what they're trying to do? They're trying to redistrict. They're trying to do all the reindeer games that they're planning on doing. And those people with the red hats are going to vote. You can't afford to sit on the sideline.
The red hats will, yeah.
And they're going to reprocreate too.
Oh Lord, have mercy. We ain't got to talk about that part.
So they have little young red hats coming up, and they're gonna vote. They're gonna be the They're gonna be the Charlies of the world. They're gonna be looking for Eric around this mug. So make sure you get out there and vote. All right, get out there and vote. It is life dependent. Your rights. If you listen, they're taking away rights a piece at a time.
Yeah.
In 2031. The Voting Rights Act is up for reauthorization. That is the permission that this country gave Black people. After they upgraded us from 3/5 to, well, every 25 years, we're going to consider if we want to give you the right to vote or not. So in 2031, that's when it's up for reauthorization. And note to self, in Texas, there's about 6.8 million Republican registered. There's also 8.1 million Democrats that's registered. So there's more Democrats registered in Texas than Republicans. In Florida, there's 41 Republicans registered in that state. They're not the majority.
Yeah.
But because of the redistricting, the gerrymandering, the games they play, they have to do these things to maintain power. You cannot afford to sit down on your couch and watch field of play. You have to get in the game and vote. Use bluevoterguide.org to see what's going on. It'll tell you who's running as a Democrat pretending, because they have MAGA Republicans running as Democrats now. Bluevoterguide.org will give you the information. Ballotpedia is another resource, but to register to vote, you need to go to vote.org to register to vote and check your registration. But bluevoterguide.com is your key. All right? No new rules. And hey, what about Biden? What about Biden?
Nah, we're not doing that one. Miss Morningstar, great show, Viper. Thank you so much. Miss Morningstar, can you take us home, sis?
I will, because you know what? That was good information. Early voting started today in Texas, y'all. So if you're in Texas, if you know your family in Texas, call them and tell them to get out there and vote, okay? Let's get this done.
We had runoffs, so we already had our
runoffs. So yeah,
runoffs. So
we
if
go
you're
ahead
in
and
Houston,
start today, right? Okay.
Yeah, it starts today. If you're in Houston, Viper Bet, don't make me mad now. Take it. Look, let me. We will fight over this.
This is the reason why they should vote.
We don't even want to. We don't want to.
This is the reason why they should vote.
No, what we're gonna do is, Miss Morningstar, can you please take us home?
I will take us home because Viper's tripping. Okay,
Viper's
tripping. You see what I put up in the background? Okay, y'all. Memphis, Tennessee, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Thank you guys for coming through today. We love you. We appreciate y'all. You come out here and support us every day, and we love it. But come back again tomorrow, y'all, because you know we'll be back on 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we got our sisters in the building, so it's gonna be a treat because I haven't been on with them in 2 weeks, and I miss my sister. So come back. Have a great day today. We love you. Thank you, WKRA 92.7. Thank you, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. See y'all tomorrow.